have a tutorial using the Masquerade palette by Juvia. This has a ton of beautiful colors in it, and a lot of you guys wanted to see kind of a fall look, so I thought a lot of these shades are very fall inspired. Kind of remind me of like a pumpkin spice, even though I totally hate pumpkin spice. I just do not like the taste of pumpkin at all. But yeah, so I kind of went with the flow, kind of came up with like a gold with a lot of warm orangey shades in there. So hopefully you guys like this, and if you want to see it, just keep watching. Okay, I used the MAC 24-hour base as my primer, and then I'm going to go in with the Naked Basics, and that is the shade Foxy. What I'm just doing is just kind of setting that primer and giving myself a blank canvas. This also helps kind of really help the other shades you know, blend in better. So I'm going in with Naked 2, which is just a matte kind of good transition shade. It's just like a very neutral brown, like a really, really soft brown. And next with the Masquerade palette, I'm going into Burkina, which is that matte brown. It's a pretty warm brown, and that's what I'm going to use on the outer half. Next, I'm going in with Ada, which is that very gorgeous dark matte orange, like a burnt orange. Absolutely love that, and I'm just putting that, concentrating that on the outer edge and really blending it in. As you can see, I went in for a smaller brush, which is my MAC 221, just so I could really concentrate that color and really buff it in. So next, the main color on my lid is going to be that gorgeous gold, which is called Casablanca. These shades are so gorgeous, so pigmented. I love the fact that they come out exactly the way they look in the pan. There's like no like ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're going to get the same exact color, which is really, really awesome about this brand. And let me know if you guys want a review on the palette itself. So next up is Daya, and this I'm going to put in the inner corner and just really blend it out. Next, I'm taking the E45 and just blending in all the shades together just so that they transition from one to another seamlessly. And I do get quite a bit of fallout from this palette, so as you can see, I'm going in and cleaning out all the fallout that I got accumulated underneath my eyes. So that is something to watch out for if you're going to order one of these palettes. I have to do my eyes first and then my makeup later. So I took Too Faced Born This Way and the Urban Decay All Nighter, mixed them together, and I'm just using a spatula to apply them after I mix them. And my dog was crying, that's why I made that face. And then I'm just taking the Real Techniques, what's that? The Diamond Sponge, which is their new sponge. I do have a review on this, really, really like it, and just using that to blend in my foundation all over my face. And I really love how you can really squeeze the corners of this and really get in around those edges as well. I am going to be highlighting a little bit and using some concealer underneath my eyes, and that is the Smashbox. Likewise, I do have a review on this one if you're interested. I do apply quite a bit of this. I do love this concealer. It gives a lot of coverage, a lot of brightness underneath the eye. I do always choose concealers to be 2 to 3 shades lighter than my skin tone because I do like that brightness underneath the eye, so that's just personal preference, and I do build it up. As you can see, I just put one layer there. I wanted a little bit more, so I went ahead and packed on quite a bit more to really, really add on that brightness. And then I went ahead and did the forehead, the nose, the chin, and the stash. And then I'm going to use that same sponge and go ahead and blend it all out. Once it blends out, it doesn't look as crazy as when it first is applied. And just going across there and really, really blending the whole thing out. So to set everything, I'm going to use the Dermablend powder. Really like this powder. If you're looking for a good setting powder, this is really nice. What I do is I take a little bit on the sponge and set the concealer, and then I go ahead and bake. And this has been working a lot better for me, especially since my under eyes have been really dry. If I just go straight in and bake, it can really look really crinkly and accentuate all the lines. So it works a lot better for me to use like a brush or even a sponge, apply just the tiniest bit, set it, and then you know, really cake on the powder to actually do the baking. And the powder that I'm using all over my face is the Smashbox Photo Finish. I absolutely love this powder. It's one of my all-time favorites. I think I've already hit pan on it, but I think I will always repurchase it because it just gives a flawless finish. Next, I'm taking the Kat Von D contour. I think this is called the Sculpt and Blend palette. Oh no, the Shade and Light palette. What am I talking about? So I'm going ahead contouring my cheeks, around my nose, forehead, underneath the jawline, just kind to slim and really bring out those features. And I really love this brush. This is one of the Moda brushes that I reviewed, and I probably should have edited this whole movement out. Okay, and then I'm just taking a BH Cosmetics brush and really taking out all that excess powder, and then going in with the Kat Von D, the yellow shade from the palette, and going ahead and adding just a little bit more to highlight. The brush I'm using is the Tarte Exposed, and I really love this just because it's a very neutral color. And next, if I'm going to use Rockateur, just to add a little bit more oomph on top. I love Rockateur. It's one of my all-time favorites. So next I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is one of her glow kits. I think it's called That Glow, and I'm using the two lightest shades mixed together. I love how they look really natural. So underneath the lash line, I'm taking Ada and Burkina mixed together and just having like a brownish orangey shade underneath the lash line to kind of tie the whole look together. And first I kind of place it there, and then next I'm going to actually buff it out. I did use a smaller, a really more precise brush just to really keep it concentrated and not bring it down way too far. So this is a really fall burnt orange kind of look, as you can tell. So next I'm going in with this liner. If I'm not mistaken, it's from L'Oreal, and I'm just kind of adding a little bit of a line on the top, just to really give my lashes somewhere to sit. I really like this for hiding the lash band. So I went ahead and applied lashes off camera. So here you're just seeing me apply mascara beforehand. This is actually something that I've changed up quite a bit. So now what I do is I apply the lashes and then I apply the mascara, just because it was really hard for me to do it the opposite way. So the next clip you'll see I already have the lashes on. Now I'm just taking, if I'm not mistaken, this is BFF2 by ColourPop, and using this to line my lips, and I'm going to be using Anastasia Beverly Hills color in Ashton, and this is going to be my lip color for today. And then I'm just, why am I getting out of camera? What? I swear I did a horrible job at editing this. I'm sorry. But yeah, this is Ashton, and then I'm just going to apply a little bit of setting spray, and I am done. Thank you guys as always for watching, for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, hit that little red button down below. Love you guys, and until next time, bye guys.